Hey, good morning and welcome to today's Mobile Member Spotlight. It's Samantha with Exeter Area Chamber, and today I am going to be talking with Palmer Gas and Oil. I want to thank you for tuning in and also connect and say if you're interested in sponsoring a quarter of Mobile Member Spotlight, we would love to have you do that. It's with you that programs like this are possible, and we want to get you some exposure, the same that we're doing with our guests. So again, I want you to help me welcome Joanne and Charlie. How are you guys?
Great. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to connect today. Bring some information about your company to our members at the Exeter Area Chamber.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, excited
awesome.
about it.
All right, well, we'll get jumping right in. Sound good?
Sure.
Great. All right. First, tell me what makes your business unique from the competition.
Well, we pride ourselves on being a fourth generation company.
Oh, awesome.
It's not always easy to get into a fourth generation these days. So that's one thing that makes us unique. Another item is how our customer service representatives answer their phones. They'll always be cheerful. How may I make your day simply amazing? You don't have to press prompts to talk to anyone. We're not overseas, it's local, and that's a big thing for a lot of us and for our customers.
I would agree with the family-owned business. A lot of places have sold out to bigger corporations and things like that. So we're still a family-owned and run business, which really makes us unique. We also do other services besides propane and oil.
Cool.
We do electrical services and plumbing.
Wow.
So, and a lot of other companies don't do that. So.
And one other thing is we have won our 10th consecutive Best of Business Award.
Ooh,
so we're very excited about that.
That is something to boast about. I like it. And you know what? Wow, fourth generation. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
So, all right, maybe you didn't start the business then, family members. So what made you guys continue with the company and the family vein of it all?
I feel like it's been in our blood, right? So being the fourth generation, our grandfather started the fuel oil part of it, and then our great-grandfather started the propane side of things. And it was all started back in a general store in North Salem.
Awesome.
And we outgrew that space. So we had to move here in Atkinson.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the way I look at it is it's not really a job for us if you really enjoy what you like doing.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Couldn't agree more. And I love that, you are still involved in carrying on, the name as well as, it's your family legacy.
Yes.
Right?
And Joanne's daughter is in the business.
Yep. Laura's been working here,
awesome.
doing HR and hiring. And I started here, I'd say, when I was 12 years old, licking stamps at the Salem post office. And yeah, it was gross. But that's how I started. And I've really seen the company grow a lot over the years. And I did venture out and do some other jobs and stuff to see what was out there, but ended up coming back.
All right, what is your most memorable customer story? Maybe you each have one.
Many years ago, I was the supply and pricing manager. And we had a customer who had a terminal illness, and she was in desperate need and asked if we could do something for her. And we did. We helped her out with the pricing, and she was so grateful. And she left, and she later came back and baked us some cookies in the appreciation of what we did. So I'll never forget that.
So with me, I work with, I'm in HR, so I work with all the employees. But back in the day, when we first moved to this building, I did sit at the front desk with my mom, and I would sit at the front desk and greet. More customers used to come in then. To pay their bills and stuff. So we had a lot of returning customers from especially Ackerman's Trailer Park. Like the elderly would come here, and we just had such a great relationship with them. We just tell stories and talk to them, and you get to know them like almost part of the family,
All right, so tell me, if you could go back in time, what would you tell yourselves not before you started the company, but before you joined and just continued on?
For myself, just not to take things too seriously.
Okay.
I feel like sometimes I can be a serious person, but like I try not to be. So it's okay to make mistakes and have fun. Another thing is that we try to hire employees that share the same vision as our company. So we have the brand pillars of being friendly, simple, and safe.
Ooh.
And I always say that if every employee or each employee can just live by those 3 pillars, they can work here for life.
I would say back in the day, I would work way too many hours. So I would tell my younger self to work smarter, not harder.
So let's talk outside of work. What's your local go-to spot when you're not working?
Yeah, I do go camping.
Yeah.
So, yep, I go up to Branchbrook Campground up in Campton.
Excellent.
And the beach. I love the beach. So
yeah. Beautiful beach girl right here.
Yeah.
Charlie?
For myself, I like going up to Lake Winnipesaukee.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a place up there and going boating. To me, the water is a whole different world than being on land.
Tell me, lastly, what is the best advice that you've ever given or maybe that you've ever received?
For myself, it's be aware of your surroundings.
Okay.
That's what I've been told, and I've taken that to heart because you need to know your audience, right? If you're with friends versus coworkers, or you're at a seminar, there's a way to behave, interact with people. Mm-hmm. You need to learn how they learn and take feedback so that you're having an appropriate conversation with them that they can understand.
I would say to treat others how you want to be treated. Mm-hmm. Always be kind. There's a lot of, angry people in this world, and, kindness to care and be kind to people is very important.
Those are both great answers, guys. So thank you again. All right. So now we have what we call the speed round. So quick answers here, and you can both give me an answer. Are you ready?
All right.
I know. Shoot. No, just kidding. All right. Email or phone call?
Email.
So I would say email as well. However, some emails can be complex and very lengthy.
True.
So I think sometimes a phone call is better.
All right. E-calendar or paper calendar?
Both.
All right. So up until 2018, I was paper. And then I'm like, all right, I got to get into this Outlook calendar thing, right? So I finally got into it, but I was doing double duty. So I was doing paper and Outlook. And then I realized I'm erasing so many things on paper. I went 100% Outlook, and Outlook runs my life now.
How about your inbox? Is it zero or is it chaos?
Yeah, it's pretty chaotic, I would say. It's organized chaos.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
All right, work soundtrack. Is it music, podcasts, silence?
Oh, it's silence, yeah. Huh. They have like a radio on here, but I'm focused at what I'm doing, so I don't really listen to music.
I'm the opposite. I love music. My world revolves around music.
All right. And what is your networking go-to move?
Like if I'm at a network event,
I
always try to sit at a table that I don't know anybody, so I can talk to different people. Because like if you go to I'm part of P-Gain, and so the same people always sit together. So I try to sit with different people just to get to know them and learn about different things and talk to different people.
That's where I need to branch out of my shell a little bit and talk to new people. So I'm glad I'm meeting you today.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this has been a lot of fun. Yeah. I am so glad to learn more myself, being here and experiencing it. Once again, I definitely want to interest anybody in sponsoring this great series. We couldn't do this without the help of other members just like yourselves. And, that'll help me to bring more members into your TV screen, your cell phone, whatever you're watching on today. So thank you again, Charlie, Joanne, from Palmer Gas and Oil. We hope you have a great day. Take care.
Thank you.